Today we're going to go through how to create a listing presentation on KW PowerLister Deluxe. KW PowerLister Deluxe is an exclusive listing presentation that we have here at Keller Williams Memorial and Energy Corridor. First, we're going to go to kwpowerlisterdeluxe.com on any browser. However, Google Chrome works best. Once you log in, it'll take you to the dashboard page. In your dashboard, you'll be able to see the listing presentations that you've created, the last 10, and your agent's profile. If this is the first time that you log in to KW PowerLister Deluxe, you will have to create your agent's profile, and to do that you can upload a picture, your office address, and your contact details, as well as a logo. To create a presentation, we're going to click this green button here, Create New Presentation. You're going to see your property details and your presentation options. Your property details is where you're going to enter your project name, and it could either be the address of the home or any other name that you'd like to call it. I'm going to call this John's Listing. The seller's name, John Smith, and the seller's address. On presentation options, you can include your logo for co-branding following the guidelines of the size. If you do not follow the guidelines of the sizing of the photo, it'll give you problems as you're creating your listing presentation. So make sure that you follow those guidelines. Also, you have a KW logo option. You can either select the square or the KW Memorial logo. If you're a part of the luxury division, you will have KW Luxury Homes available for you to use. If you are a part of the Energy Corridor office, you will have the Energy Corridor logo instead of the Memorial logo. I'm going to go ahead and click the KW Memorial logo because that's what I like to use for this presentation. You're going to save and continue either at the top right or at the bottom left once you are finished with this portion of the presentation. Next is your agent details. For agent details, you can amend your agent picture as well as your logo, or your office address information, or your contact details. If there's nothing that you need to change, go ahead and click Market Data. In Market Data is where you include all the stats from that subdivision of the listing that you're trying to get. And please note that it is the last 6 months, so for active and pending, make sure that you also collect that data for the last 6 months. If you are planning to do a different time period, just make sure that you let your sellers know. On the next tab, there is a letter, and you can include a letter to your client or your future seller here, or you can also include a bio. Next, in the About Me section, you can enter a few things about yourself. However, if you do not fill one of these blanks in, it'll show a blank in your listing presentation. So if you do not have experience, or maybe you don't have any awards or recognition, we just recommend that you exclude this page from your listing presentation. Next, we have a testimonial page where you can include testimonials from either HAR or your website that you have, and it'll be templated like the rest of the listing presentation. Once you are done with these sub-tabs under Agent Details, you're going to click Save and Continue to customize. This next portion allows you to create custom pages for your presentation, and we're going to create one for this one. You have 4 layouts. Layout 1 is image only. Layout 2 is text only. Layout 3 is image and text. And the 4th layout is text and image. I want to pick the image only, and I'm going to title it the same as my listing presentation so that I know which custom page goes with what presentation. I'm going to select a photo also following the dimensions that it recommends, and I'm going to click Save. The photo that you can include in here, you could get it from the internet if it was previously listed, or you can just drive by the home and take a picture of the front with your phone and it'll look just as nice. We're going to hit continue. Now we get to the selection process of the content. Here you can select the standard presentation, which gives you more pages to work with. For example, you have 3 options to explain pricing to your sellers. So whichever one you feel most comfortable with, you can choose. You also have additional pages that you do not have in the scripted presentation. And you can either select all and unselect the ones that you do not want. Also, we have luxury templates for those who qualify for luxury or who are part of the luxury division. And we have international templates for those who have international clients and are part of the international division as well. For the scripted presentation, this one matches up with the Bruce Hardy listing presentation video that you saw when you joined our office. I'm going to select all because this is the presentation that I want to give, and I'm going to select my custom page. When you are finished selecting the pages, you can either click Finish and Create PDF at the top right or at the bottom left. It should immediately take us back to the dashboard, and here you can see that the first presentation is the one that you just created, and you can either print, you have the option to edit as well, and to delete the presentation. When you click print, it'll show you the preview of the presentation you just created. As you can see, your name should be right there at the very top, followed by the address of your seller. You have the contact details at the bottom of every page, and here's the letter that I had in my template, and it is addressed to the seller. At the bottom of every page, additionally, you have the logo that you chose and your own logo for co-branding if you do have one. You have the market stats that you entered and that you got from R. And at the very bottom, you have the script on what to say to the sellers word for word. Make sure that you do not include this in your listing presentation. Also, you have the custom page that you created. Now you can print it and wow your sellers.